Hello Shenanigamers, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. We went into the Warrens last time. Things went rather well. So, this time around, let's see what we can do. Now, I think this time around, we're going to take Crimson Gare, Rosai, Sigmund, and Murtaberge on another quest. And let's send them to the ruins here to reclaim Relics of the Light. We'll go for this Reclaim Relics of the Light quest. Gather 3 holy relics. You can get a feather crystal out of that. Minus 20% stun and move resist, but plus 2 speed and plus 8 dodge. You get 6 beads, 6,750 gold, and a town event All Saints Day out of that. When the estate was overrun, so too were many treasures and symbols of the light. The abbot will pay dearly for such relics. Alright then. Let's go ahead and make sure we give everyone some trinkets. So we will give Crimson Gare the Selfish Pendant, and that will ensure... Well, first things first, let's make sure we unequip all trinkets and then sort by rarity. Now we can give Crimson the Selfish Pendant for a bit of reduction in stress. And then we'll give them the Ancestor's Pen for more crit and damage on melee skills. Sorry about that, Shenanigamers. Had to take care of something real quick. We're back now. So, let's go ahead. That's right. Crimson is a Crimson has the natural quirk, so they get benefits when they don't have any trinkets on. None of those benefits are related to damage, unfortunately. Let's see what else we can do. Let's go ahead and... Well, since Sigmund is a ruins phobe, let's see what all we can give them. Let's give them the Calming Crystal. That will help with their stress a bit. And then we can give them the Healing Amulet as well. So it'll help with the Ruins Phobe stress a bit. Their speed will go down 1, but that's not too bad. Now for Rosai, let's see what we can do here. You know, I think we might actually want to keep Rosai as natural. We don't have the greatest of trinkets for them, so let's just not give them any and leave them as is there. Now here we can give Murtaberge, we can give them Junia's Head, and then we can give them the Evasion Incense. That will help with healing. Alright. Now let's move on to provisioning. This is a medium quest, so we're going to want to take more food. We will take 2 full stacks of food, 4 shovels, for anti-venom. I'll take a full stack of bandages. I'll take 4 medicinal herbs, 3 keys. I'll take a full stack of holy waters, 4 laudanum, 2 full stacks of torches. Alright, let's go ahead and embark. Let's see if we can't make quick work of this quest. Ruins. A well-placed hazard. A well-placed supply item. Let's try that again. Ruins. A well-placed supply item can often protect against the hazards of interactive objects you encounter. Got a little ahead of myself there that first time.
There is power in symbols. Collect the scattered scraps of faith and give comfort to the masses.
Alright then. Let's see what we can do here. Just have to be careful. Collect these relics. And then we can be on our way. Seems simple enough. Okay, we have an unburned torch here. In that crate we got some buffs, which is good.
In Radiance,
Use
may
that
we
torch.
find victory.
And we have a room battle. 2 cultist gladiators, a gargoyle, and a cultist enchantress. Let's go for the Iron Swan. With a crit for 28. Amazing way to start that out. Now then, let's go ahead and we'll go for the Grape Shot Blast. We get the debuff on everybody. And we can go for the Weakening Curse on this gargoyle. We get the debuff there. Run for the Old Gods on the Sigmund. Good dodge. Flurry of Claws. Crit for 4 on Crimson. They resist the move though, as does Sigmund. Run for the Old Gods. And Crimson was the dodge. Let's go for the Withstand. Got the Mark and Protection set up. Lash of the Tail. Good dodge. Go for the Grape Shot Blast again. They all dodge. Run for the Old Gods on Sigmund. Good dodge again. Now let's go for the Weakening Curse again. We get the debuff again. Keep dropping the damage and the protection, which is good. Now let's go for the Wicked Hack here. Some good damage from that. Run for the Old Gods. For a crit for 8. We get the debuff and the bleed. Let's go for the Chop. Actually, no. We'll go for the Hew. They both dodge. Probably should have gone for the Chop, but oh well. Lash of the Tail. No damage. They resist the move. They don't resist the stun, though. They do not resist the stun. Let's go for the Weird Reconstruction on the Crimson. That heals them for 2, but they resist the bleed. Run for the Old Gods. Ow. To get the bleed and the debuff. Let's go ahead and use the bandage here. We could have used Adrenaline Rush to fix that and buff damage and accuracy, but we're just going to go for the Wicked Hack here anyway. There we go. Bring them down.
Destroy them all.
Now let's go for the Grape Shot Blast. We hit the corpse with that. The other 2 dodged. There goes the stun. Run for the Old Gods. Good dodge. Flurry of Claws. Ow. They both resist the move. Let's go with the Tracking Shot here. That hits, and then we can go for the Demon's Pull. We'll take them down and get rid of the corpse.
Give them no quarter.
Now, let's go for the Adrenaline Rush here, just for a bit of a heal, and we get the buffs. Run for the Old Gods. Good dodge. And now we can go for Solemnity. Heal up for 13. Reduce the stress. Go for open vein here.
Confidence surges
That will
as
take
the
them
enemy
down.
crumbles.
And we get a jute tapestry. A coarse, time-worn weaving bearing invocations of unutterable alienage. Worth 4,500 gold each.
Impressive haul,
Indeed.
if you value such things.
Well, I mean, it's valued very high. Or very highly, rather. It's got quite a value to it, so... not bad to have. If we can get it back.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Bring down that obstacle. Check this pack. We have loot. We can use this torch right away. We'll take the gold. We'll have to free up some spaces in the inventory here for the relics once we find them. We have another room battle here. A bone bulwark, a bone veteran, a bone marksman, and a bone noble who goes for the tempting goblet, Crimson, who dodges. Let's go for the Iron Swan and see if we can't take them in. They dodge. That's fine. We can go for the tracking shot here on the bone veteran. That will bring them out of stealth.
A brilliant
And give
confluence
Rosai
of
some buffs.
skill and
Quarrel on
purpose.
Rosai. Ow. Let's go for the vulnerability hex on the bone noble. Get the debuff and the mark. Let's go for the withstand on Sigmund. Graveyard slash. Good dodge. Dead weight on Crimson. Good dodge. Tempting goblet on Sigmund. Ow. They resist the debuff. Quarrel on Merthaberge. Ow. And a graveyard slash is against Sigmund. Sigmund doesn't have a lot of dodge. Although I guess they do have evasive. Which brings their dodge up to 20, which is still pretty good. Yeah, it's good that they dodged that though. Anyway, let's go ahead and, you know what, let's go for the pistol shot on the Bone Noble now that we've marked them. That'll take them down. Now we can go for the... we'll go for the Adrenaline Rush with Crimson. The crit heal for 6. And now we can go for the... we're going to go for Damon's Pull on this Bone Marksman here. They resist the move, but we did clear out that corpse there. Now let's go for the Chop on the Veteran.
Destroyed.
That'll take them down. Foul Warding on the Marksman. And then let's go for the Grape Shot Blast. And hits both of them and the corpse. We get the debuff on both. Now let's go for the Weakening Curse on this Bulwark. We'll drop the protection and damage a bit. If we get the debuff, which we did. Now we can go for the Wicked Hack on the Bulwark with a crit for 17. That'll leave them at 1. Quarrel on Sigmund. Ow. Let's go for the Solemnity here with a crit deal for 26. Axe Blade on Crimson. Ow. They resist the debuff though. Quarrel on Sigmund. Ow. Let's go for the... let's go for the Grape Shot Blast again. Hit all of them. That'll take out the corpse and take down the Bulwark. And then a Vulnerability Hex, if it hits, should take down the Bone Marksman.
Their formation is broken.
There we go.
Maintain the offensive.
And we'll take what we can from here, which is just gold. We'll see what's in the strongbox. It's trapped. We resist the blight, though. No scout from here. Let's head down this way. Take this torch and use it.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
We can deal with the hunger just fine. Torchlight back up. And head in. No room battle, no scout. Let's head a room further down this way. No sign of any holy relics yet. We have a trap there, which Crimson did not dodge.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
Bring the torchlight back up. Head into this room. And this is a reliquary. An ancient-looking, dusty idol of the light. Let's go ahead and open it. A holy relic, the object of the search.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Indeed. So, holy relic, a surviving trophy from a past holy war. The object of your search. Alright, good to have that. So, we can actually discard these portraits in exchange for that. So we will do so there. Alright. Now let's head to this room, or over to the right here. Check the sack, it is empty, that's fine. We have an obstacle here. We can get rid of that with a shovel, no problem. Torchlight back up, head into this room. And we have a room battle. And they get the surprise on us. Tempting Goblet, Crimson, Noble, one of those, 2 Bone Conscripts and a Bone Marksman. So now, Rosai's in the first position. Marthaberge is in the second, Crimson is in the third, and Sigmund is in the fourth. Let's go ahead and move Crimson up. And we can go for the tracking shot on the Bone Noble. That will give them a buff. We can go for Weird Reconstruction on Crimson, which heals for 25 and they resist the bleed. Coral on Marthaberge, good dodge. And then we will have Sigmund move up. So Sigmund and Crimson can only move up 1 each though. Bumping the Knight on Rosai, good dodge on the first one. The second one, they do not dodge, but they resist the debuff. Let's go ahead and have Sigmund go for the Open Vein on this conscript here. That will take them down. Resist the bleed. Tempting Goblet on Crimson. Good dodge. Let's go for the Daemon's Pull on the Bone Noble. That brings them up to the front and gets rid of the corpse. Quarrel on Marthaberge, which they dodge. Let's go for the Wicked Hack on the Bone Noble.
Eradicated.
That will take them down. Now we can move... We could move Sigmund up, but instead we're going to go for the Withstand here. Set up the mark protection on them, and the resistances. Bumping the Knights on Rosai, which they dodge. Quarrel on Sigmund. Ow. Let's go for another Open Vein on this Bone Conscript. Now that one has been taken down. They resist the bleed, of course. Let's go for If It Bleeds on this Marksman. They dodge. It's alright. Let's go for the Daemon's Pull. Now we can move Sigmund up 1. And we'll go for the Vulnerability Hex. With a crit for 2. We'll get the debuff and the mark. We will have Crimson go for the Adrenaline Rush.
Is a rarity in the fever
Buff, Bayonet Jab on Sigmund. Ow. Open Vein. With a crit for 25. We'll take them down. You're outmatched.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
We can't really take anything from this. The Sapphire, the Deeds, the Gold, none of them are worth quite as much as the Jute Tapestry. Let's go ahead and set the party order back to default. We don't get a scout from this. We haven't gotten a scout yet, interestingly enough. So let's start heading back the way we came. And let the light dip a little bit here, because we're going to be bringing it back up soon anyway. Now we can head over here. Up here, and then we can go this way, bring the light up as we do, just in case there's any hallway battles that could potentially catch us off guard here. back up
The
again.
match is struck.
Oh, there's a trap there, but
Star is born.
Mark the Birds did dodge it. So let's head into this room. We have no room battle and no scout once again. Now let's head up this way. We have a hallway battle. We get the surprise though. We have 2 overgrown webbers and an overgrown spitter. Let's start with one of these webbers with a wicked hack. That'll take them down.
With impunity.
Then we can go for the vulnerability hex on this spitter. Get them marked. Drop their dodge. Let's go for the Hue here. The Weber dodged. The spitter got taken down. Now let's go for the open vein on the Weber. They dodged again. We go for the bite on Rosai, but they resist the blight. Let's actually go for weird reconstruction on Rosai. That'll heal them for 20, and they resist the bleed. Web on Crimson Care. That hits, they resist the debuff, and they resist the stun, but they still get the mark. Let's go for the open vein again. There we go. That'll take them down. We'll take what we can from this. We at least get another shovel out of that. So let's go ahead and keep going. Bring the torchlight back up.
As the light gains purchase,
we have books here.
spirits are
Let's have
lifted,
Rosai take a look.
and purpose is
The
made
map is
clear.
found tucked into the volumes. That's good. We just got all the curios in the nearby area brought up here. So let's see. There's a quest location over here, and then there is a quest location down here. So we're closer to them than it would originally seem. So we can make quick work of this now. But first, since we're already this way, let's see if there's anything in here. There's no room battle, and we don't get a scout to clarify if there's any hallway battles or traps along the way, which is fine. Because we'll just keep going that way anyway. Hang on 1 second. Sorry about that, Shenanigamers. Had to take care of something real quick. We're back now. So let's keep going this way. See, if they're trapped there,
Mechanical
we can see
hazards
because that map only
possessed by
pointed out
evil intent.
curios and quest locations. Unfortunately, Crimson got hit with that trap. Now let's see. We can use a skeleton tool here to see what's inside.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Alright, we can use this tool to heal up. Can't really take any of that. We can use
The
these
light,
torches.
the promise of safety.
Heal that back up. Head into this room. And now there's a room battle here. The Bone Commander and 2 Bone Nobles. Let's go ahead and go for the Grape Shot Blast here. Get the debuff on both of them. Tempting Goblet Sigma with a crit
to a killing blow.
for was that a 6 or 8. Didn't really matter too much. They did get the debuff. We'll go for the weird reconstruction here. Sigmund. Resist the bleed. Let's go for the Iron Swan. That'll take down that Bone Noble. And then we'll go for the Stand of Protection, Resistances. Set up a mark, Crushing Blow on Sigmund. Ow. They resist the debuff. Tempting Goblet on Crimson. We're getting pretty stressed out here. They resist the debuff though. Let's go with the Grape Shot Blast. Again. And get the debuff on both of them again. We'll have Crimson go for the Adrenaline Rush here. Pull themselves up a bit. And give themselves a bit of a buff. Let's go for the Solemnity here. Heal Sigmund up. And then we can go for the Damon's Pull and Dispel Noble with a crit for 8.
Singular strike.
Behold the unquenchable fire of the stars. Ground pound. Hits everybody. Everybody resists the stun. That's great. Let's go for the tracking here. And we Go for the Weakening Curse. We get the debuffs. We'll go for another Adrenaline Rush. Crit heal for 6. We'll just keep building up this buff here. And we'll go for Solemnity. Heal up even more.
Sedated.
Another Ground Pound. Everybody but Sigmund dodged. But Sigmund did get the... they did resist the stun. Let's go for the Grape Shot Blast again. They dodged that time. Let's go for another Adrenaline Rush. It's a pretty big buff right there. Plus 78% damage, plus 24 accuracy for 3 rounds. That's big. Let's go for the Weakening Curse again. We get the debuff. Both of them again. Now let's go for the Chop. They get the dodge, crushing blow. Sigmund, ow. They resist the debuff. Now let's go for the Grape Shot Blast.
Well struck.
Crit for 15. Get the debuff there. Let's go for the Vulnerability Hex. Get the mark and the debuff there. Now let's have Crimson go for the Wicked Hack. The crit for 48.
Size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
And from this,
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
going to end up getting rid of the world here anyway, but it's fine. So let's go ahead and swap that out now. Swap out the stack
If
of
only
gold
treasure
for
could
this gold
staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Now we can head down this way and move into a room battle with Curio, or we can just backtrack a bit, head down this, head over through this passage we've already explored into this room, which we have already been to, then head down this corridor or hallway or passage or whatever it is, into this room, which we've already been to. And then we're actually going to use the firewood here, set up camp.
Huddled together,
Go ahead
furtive and
feast,
vulnerable.
Stop everybody's stress a bit.
Rats in a maze.
Heal everyone a bit. Let's see. Do we have anyone? No, we do not. We do not have anyone here who has a skill set up for nighttime watch to prevent nighttime ambushes. You know what? That's alright. Let's go ahead and have Crimson reject the gods. We'll stress everyone out a little bit. And then we can have him go, Sigmund go for courage on Crimson. We'll have him go for reflection. Sword, my trusted ally, unfazed by my aspect. And we'll have Rosai go for gallows now. And we only have 1 point left. We could go with Abandon Hope, but that wouldn't really do us much good. So we're going to go ahead and rest there. This place is horrific. Even so, I am at ease. I can feel my heart pump strong. Blessed are we that no fear has overtaken us. That's it, no sleep for us. We march to victory.
And
Wake up,
now,
they are upon us.
The darkness holds dominion. Black as death.
So there is a nighttime ambush. I get a surprise on this, of course. We have the Frothing Madman, 2 Cultist Gladiators, and a Cultist Enchantress. The Madman for the Doomsay. And now Sigmund is in 4th position, and Merthabers is in the 2nd position. Rosai and Crimson maintain their positions, so that's good. Let's go for the Grape Shot Blast here. That hits both gladiators, one of which goes
Such
for
a
Renfield
terrible
Gods
assault
Crimson.
cannot be left
Crit.
unanswered.
9. They resist the debuff though. Renfield Gods Merthabers. Good dodge. Let's go for the Iron Swan. Good damage there. Stressful incantation from Crimson. They get the mark. Go for the Damon's Pull on the Enchantress. They dodge. And let's move Sigmund forward. Accusation, Crimson. They resist the debuff, but get the horror. Friend for the Old Gods on Crimson. Good dodge. Now let's go for the tracking shot on the Enchantress. That will take them down. Get a buff for that. Now let's go for the vulnerability hex on this Madman. Get the mark and the debuff. Friend for the Old Gods on Murthaburge. Good dodge. Let's move Sigmund up one more. Put them back in their proper position. Crimson is stressed out by the horror. Go ahead and use the Laudanum there. Now let's go for the Wicked Hack. Go for the Wicked Hack on this Cultist Gladiator, which they dodge. Another Doomsay. Of course, it's everyone. Go for the pistol shot on this Frothing Madman. Does some good damage. Let's go for the Damon's Pull Madman, which hits, takes them down, and gets rid of the corpses. Friend for the Old Gods, Crimson. Ow. They get the bleed and the debuff. We'll go ahead and take care of the bleed with the bandage. We probably could have just adrenaline rushed. But we're going to do that anyway, though. A little bit. Friend for the Old Gods, Crimson again. Ow. They resist the debuff, they resist the bleed. Now we can have Sigmund go for the... We'll have him go for the chop on this Gladiator. Crit for 35.
Executed.
Eye up one. That puts everyone back into their proper position. Back to the Gods for Crimson. Ow! Crimson taking a lot of damage here. They resisted the debuff and the bleed though. Go for the Crimson Rush again. And we can go for the Weird Reconstruction on Crimson.
The wounds of war can be
25. They resist the bleed.
but never
We go for the chop on this Cultist Gladiator with another crit of 35. Right in the forest.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Go ahead and take this gold, and we'll use this holy water here. Not that we really need it, but we might, so it's alright. And we'll head over this way. And we have the last reliquary.
Wealth beyond
Take
measure,
this relic.
awarded to the
something to
brave
smile
and the
about.
foolhardy alike.
And now the quest is complete, so that done, we'll return to the Hamlet.
The abbot will be grateful. The trappings of his faith have been restored.
Alright. That got a little bit dicey there, right towards the end. But we managed to come out of that alright. We did get a decent amount of coin out of that too. And now everybody is level 4. They are now masters. Master level. Crimson got Slugger in place of Natural, plus 10% damage melee skills. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Love having that skill on Crimson. We might just have to lock that in. That is amazing. They also got Winded, -1 speed if HP below 50%. It's not great, but also not the worst. There are worse things. Sigmund got Bulimic, -20% healing skills while camping. We can get rid of that. McBurr's got Scurvy, -40% bleed and move resist. We can get rid of that as well. Switch to town, go back to the hamlet here. And we have All Saints Day.
Take advantage of this faith-fueled charity. It will not last.
All Saints Day. The Abbey will be decorated for the duration of the event, and all are welcome to visit during the extended hours. Cloister, Transept, and Penance Hall are free. Awesome. So there are free methods in the Abbey of Stress Relief. That's good. Okay, now let's go ahead and send Sigmund to the medical ward to get rid of bulimic, which we do not like, and the scurvy from Merthaberge will also be taken care of there. And you know what we are going to do? We're actually going to lock in Slugger on Crimson Vicaire. That is an amazing quirk to have on Crimson. 10% extra melee damage is great when all of their skills, aside from maybe Adrenaline Rush, are melee based. We might want to set them back up with the Barbaric Yop, because that's Crimson Yelling, but even so, there are other skills which would be melee. Having the extra damage is incredibly useful. So we have Heaven's Hairpin, Beast Slayer's Ring, Recovery Charm, plus 40% healing received, and Medic's Boots. So what we have in the Nomad's Wagon, not really what we're looking for at the moment. And on the Stagecoach, we have a Seeker Leper, Houndmaster, Arbalest, and Crusader, and an Adventurer, Jester, Bounty Hunter, and Adventurer. We could do with someone who can take a hit at a lower level. We already have 2 Lepers and 2 Crusaders. Do we pick up a 3rd? There's also the Bounty Hunter. The Bounty Hunter is not exactly the greatest tank in the world, but 35 health isn't bad. Not really great compared to the 49 that the Leper has. And at lower levels, they have 35, and Crusaders have 33. Not entirely certain. Yeah, not really great. I think we can take one of them onto the team here, but then who do we get rid of? You know what? I think we can say goodbye to Halakar. We don't use them much. We don't bring them along much. We haven't used them for much recently. I think we get rid of them. Or rather, we send them away. Thank you for your service, Halakar. Farewell.
The task ahead is terrible, and weakness cannot be tolerated.
Alright. Let's go ahead and bring Bersigny, or Bersini.
This man understands that adversity and existence are one and the same.
There. Now we have Intimidate here, which is not bad. Solemnity is fantastic, but Withstand is more essential for a defensive leper. Sigmund and Alpha and Bersini or Bersigny all have different skills. Rather, they all have different appearances. There we go. Belette and Rosai look very similar. So we'll have Belette switch up their look a bit. And Belette and Kenki. There we go. That way they look unique. Right. And then Sisette does not look like Pashal. So we'll go there. And then Bone Lady is now our only grave robber, so they look fine. Mark the Burge. Yeah, Mark the Burrs. Let's swap out how you look there while we're at it. There we go. That way they don't look exactly like Lambe. Gotta make sure that everyone looks a little bit different. That way we can not only tell them apart, but it also gives them a sense of individuality. So. Or rather, not only can we tell them apart, but it gives them a sense of being an individual character, rather than just another one on the roster. So, with that, we have a team of 4 characters, level 2 or lower. Which means that next time around, we might be able to take on one of the bosses. We could potentially take on the Brigand 8-pounder, or the Sodden Crew. I'd like to go on a shorter, lower level quest with Bone Lady and Belek to potentially get them some extra experience before that, but chances are that could go very poorly at any given time. Because once we get through all these apprentice level bosses, chances are we're going to start moving on to the veteran level ones. But on top of that, once these apprentice level bosses are taken care of, that's when I think we'll start heading into the courtyard and dealing with the Crimson Curse and Crimson Court DLC. We can also head into the farmstead as well. Things are going to start expanding very quickly there. Now, let's see. Do we have anyone who's super stressed out right now? Let's send Kid to the Penance Hall. Get rid of the most stress. No one else seems super stressed out. Pickoff is a bit stressed. We can send them to the Cloister. And that'll be about it, actually. You know what? We can send Rosai. Oh, Rosai won't go to the transit. That's fine. We could upgrade some of these places. Or at least we could upgrade one of them. We could upgrade the transept. But I think we'll hold off on that for now. So, that is going to go ahead and do it for this episode of Darkest Dungeon. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to see more content like this, or the other kinds of content that we put out on this channel, we're going to keep that content coming, so don't you worry about that. Hit the notification bell so that you receive notifications whenever we upload new videos. Leave a comment on the video, it helps us out a lot, it really, really does. Also, remember to leave a comment if you want to have one of the heroes on this roster named after you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!